Simone de Beauvoir looks at the reaction of men to the situation of the domination of women by men. And she asks a very important question: how did this all begin? Because after all, if a conflict started a long time ago, there must have been a fight. And it's not clear why we ended up with men-dominated women. We could have arrived with different conclusions. She brings up a very important argument that you should keep in mind for the rest of the video, and probably in general when you think about the situation of women. When an individual or a group of people is inferior, the whole significance comes from the verb to be. The bad faith argument is to consider that this verb is static and is a meaning of nature. If a person is inferior, it's because of nature, for things we cannot control, and it's normal. But the truth is, to be means to have become. So if a person is inferior, they have become inferior because of events in the past. This applies to the situation of women. If women are dominated by men, it is because of events in the past. Now, men benefit from the situation. Economically, for example, they have an interest into keeping women out of jobs and in economic inferiority and keeping their wives under control. And for example, when it comes to inheritance, excluding women from inheriting goods means that the boys and the men in the family gain more money when someone dies. A smaller benefit that is slowly disappearing is this idea that even the most mediocre of men can think of himself as at least not a woman. But in general, most men don't feel like that. But they are aware of what they gain from the situation today, from the myth of woman, or from the structure of society, and we cannot really blame them for being a bit scared of what the future might hold. Because if they know what they gain from the myth of woman today, they don't know what they will gain of the woman of tomorrow. And arguably, nobody knows because we've never achieved equality, and so we don't really know where we are going now. This leads to another point. Most men say that they agree with the equality between men and women in the abstract. They do so because the women that they are in close contact with, their mothers, their love interests, their partners, act as fully human. They resist them, they have an opinion, and they have an interaction almost as equal. So they think that equality is achieved, and when they observed a concrete inequality in the world, they don't pose it the way that Hegel says we ought to think. They think that it is natural or normal. And they can even use it to reverse the argument. You will have heard it. We have equality between men and women, and therefore this inequality that we observed is natural. And so you claim that we have equality, but actually we don't, because women are inferior. And finally, she brings a nuance by saying that for men who are outside of the situation, the social discriminations that women face often feel small and insignificant. So for them, it feels like if women did not manage to free themselves and be independent, it's because of a fault of their own. And on the other side, women feel that the effects are so strong and so deep and so profound that it's almost natural and cannot be escaped. And Simone de Beauvoir to conclude that certain women will be the one most likely to be able to search for the truth and bring it out to all of us. Not all of women, and she doesn't exclude men, but they will have less interest to protect, and so they are more likely to go for the truth. In the next video, we are going to see the assumptions that Simone de Beauvoir brings to her argument about feminism. Thank you so much for watching.